2 years away, a soldier's journey of war, kindness, and home. When Sergeant Daniel Carter of the United States Army kissed his wife and children goodbye at the small airport in Texas, he did not know how much the next 2 years would change him. He only knew one thing: he had a duty to serve and a family he prayed to return to. The mission took him far from home, deep into a land torn by conflict. The heat was unforgiving. The nights were loud with distant explosions. Days blurred into weeks, and weeks into months. Daniel and his unit faced ambushes, loss of friends, hunger, and fear. Some nights, the only thing that kept him going was the thought of his children's laughter and his wife's gentle voice in his memory. One afternoon, after a long patrol through damaged villages and dusty roads, Daniel was separated from his unit during a sudden clash. Smoke filled the air. The sounds of gunfire echoed in the distance. With limited supplies and a wounded leg, he found shelter in the ruins of a small home on the edge of a quiet village. That was where he met Amina. Amina was not a soldier. She was a simple village woman who had lost her brother and father to the war. Her home was half broken, but her heart was not. When she found Daniel weak and bleeding, fear crossed her face, but kindness won. She brought him water, cleaned his wound with the little medicine she had, and hid him from passing fighters. For days, Amina risked her life to help him. She brought him bread she had baked from the last of her flour. She shared warm soup made from vegetables grown behind her home. At night, she lit a small lamp and sat near the doorway, listening for danger, making sure no one came too close. They spoke in broken words and hand signs, but compassion needed no perfect language. Daniel learned about Amina's life, how she once dreamed of becoming a teacher, how the war had taken away her school, her family, and her peace. In return, Daniel told her about his children, how his youngest liked to draw pictures of superheroes, and how his wife prayed for him every morning. Sometimes, in the quiet, they would sit outside and look at the stars. In those moments, the war felt far away. When Daniel finally regained strength, he found a way to reconnect with his unit. The day he left Amina's village, he felt a weight in his chest. He thanked her with tears in his eyes, knowing words were not enough. She only smiled and placed her hand over her heart, wishing him safety. The remaining months of the mission were still hard. Daniel returned to patrols, long nights on watch, and the constant tension of survival. But the memory of Amina's kindness stayed with him. In the darkest moments, he remembered that even in war, goodness could still be found. After 2 long years, Daniel finally came home. His children ran into his arms. His wife wept with relief. The house felt warmer than he remembered. He was safe, but his heart had not forgotten the woman who had once saved his life. Daniel spoke to his commanders and to humanitarian organizations. With their help, he arranged support for